Hey, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the juicy world of Am I the A-hole Reddit posts. Let's explore some crazy posts and decide who's in the right and who is in fact an a-hole. Grab a snack and let's get started. Okay, so we have a Bridezilla story today from Redditor Judas is Real. Bridezilla, or is it me? Maid of honor for a wedding. We had started shopping for dresses and she gave quick, specific criteria, wanted sleeves, etc. We started shopping and found some, but they weren't a style she felt everyone else would like. Fair enough. I then had to move house immediately after a 1-week work trip, my first one, and went through a breakup soon after. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. She was going through exams, so we agreed to shop for them together post this. She then selected the dresses herself, sleeveless and made overseas, almost $200 each, excluding alterations. She then suggested we buy nude heels. I didn't have these, so spent another $100 or so on those. Okay, so I understand. You're going to be the maid of honor for your friend's wedding, and you were buying dresses together, but now she's bought the dress and she's demanding you buy heels, and it's a lot of money, and that's a problem for you. Okay. Right, just in case anybody else was feeling a little bit lost. Right, now we get to the hens. She has a wide range of personalities in the party, which can be problematic sometimes, but some more conservative than others, so we plan a full day, a brunch, the salon, and a cabaret show for the evening, so everyone can attend some portion of it. Okay, so it sounds like the accused Bridezilla is just planning a bit too much. Basically, she's doing something for absolutely everyone, which is difficult. It is difficult to please everybody, but sometimes you just have to not please everybody because it's your wedding, and, you know, if they don't want to go, they don't want to go. That's not your problem. During this, I'm dealing with more housing problems. That means I'll probably have to move again, and my ex has been pretty abusive. I'm really sorry you're going through this. It sounds like a nightmare. The day is sitting at around $300 minimum, which is a lot of money. Oh my goodness. The dress, shoes, hair, makeup, and alterations, Airbnb, etc. It's easily $1,000 at this point, as we had tentatively planned to do a beach weekend Airbnb as well. $1,000 already. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I've got to assume that this is a money situation that we're talking about in this scenario. But I mean, already I'm thinking, you know, how can anybody expect somebody to just have $1,000 spare at any given time in order to join in with all your festivities for your wedding? Like, it's understandable wanting to do a lot of nice things for your wedding, but to just assume that people can afford that kind of money is crazy. Anyway, last minute, the week of, she decides she wants to do the Airbnb the day of, as she doesn't want to go home after the show. She doesn't get on with her family. I think this is reasonable and we find one, but we didn't book it at the time as another maid needed to be informed. By the time we got to this, it was gone. The prices are high and I pay rent nearby. I bring up how I'm feeling regarding spending so much on the dress and shoes I'll never wear again. They are not my style, which is fine. It's not my wedding. It is, however, my hard-earned money, which is fair. Yeah. And that I can just go home after the show since I live somewhat nearby, which again is very reasonable. If you're struggling to pay for it and you live nearby, why would you have to pay extra money? She books a place without confirming the price is okay, and a few hours after I realise I need to speak up or our friendship won't be lasting this wedding. She says fine and she will cancel it, so I offer up my place if she wants to, so she doesn't have to go home. But I'm also aware the other bridesmaid who was involved doesn't live nearby, so figure they will do it together without me. She never responds to this message. Are you an a-hole? At the moment, it seems like you're being quite reasonable. You're offering solutions. You're going through some really difficult situations in your life, so you have a good and reasonable reason for not being able to afford all this right now. So unless something big's going to happen in the next 2 paragraphs, I'm going to go with you're not the a-hole, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Right, let's see. She messages the hen chat the morning of the hen's day. I'm still drunk at 8 a.m. She deletes this message soon after. Okay, that's not a good sign. She shows up to the hens, vomiting non-stop and clearly unwell. Oh, God. It was very uncomfortable for everyone. Of course it was. Yeah. She left before the salon to go get fluids at the hospital, after admitting she hadn't eaten well in days and had 5 mixed drinks. She is very thin. Okay. I hope she's okay if she's going to hospital, but geez. Another bridesmaid was making jokes the entire day about how her fiancé should make sure she's in bed at 9 p.m. when we reschedule the show. The show rescheduling does not go well. They're demanding more money from everyone to reschedule. The date they select for the reschedule is not good for me. I have a friend arriving at my house at 6 a.m. the next day. She ignores this and says, let's go ahead with the 24th. Said bridesmaid notices and reaches out. She is empathetic to me struggling financially and offers to pay the extra money. I thank her and state that I can't let her do that and I'm upset the bride hasn't made the offer. Yeah. To make you spend so much money and then turn up drunk on the day, and then everybody has to rebook and pay more money, and then rebooking on a day that actually doesn't work for you and still expecting you to be paying more money. It sounds like she's being completely unreasonable and really, really not caring about the situation that you're in, because you're going through a lot right now. You know, you're having housing issues, you've split from a relationship, and your friend is not giving you any support with that or understanding where you're coming from in this situation, and that's really sad. I'm sorry that that's happening to you. Next thing I know, the bride-to-be messages me. That's right, messages, saying she doesn't want me in the party or at the wedding anymore. No reason, nothing. That's outrageous. Why would she do that? That's awful. Really, really bad. I hope she's going to give you the £1,000 back that you've been spending. Sorry, $1,000. That's so sad. And she didn't phone you up either. She just sent a text. That's great. I found out after prying it's because the bridesmaid immediately told her I was upset by her lack of apology for going out the night before her hen. Who does this? And the disregard of my financial situation and changing her mind regarding the dress last minute. She maintains it was gastro. That's fine, it could have been, and I was empathetic, even if it was from drinking, as wedding planning with a difficult family is incredibly stressful. Am I the a-hole for drawing financial boundaries, or am I the a-hole for sharing my frustrations with another bridesmaid who was expressing her own frustrations the entire day? Okay. No, you're not the a-hole. That's my opinion anyway. Please disagree with me in the comments if you feel differently, let me know. But right, let's address the first one. Are you the a-hole for drawing financial boundaries? Absolutely not. You are struggling financially right now, predominantly through no fault of your own, and so you have to create those financial boundaries. That's what you need to do for you in this situation, and that is completely reasonable and understandable, and anybody who could call themselves a friend would understand that and be sympathetic to that. She might still want to go ahead with some things that are out of your price, but you're not the one being unreasonable here. You even suggested alternative ways that you could spend less but still be involved. So you are not being an a-hole. It sounds to me like the bride is being the a-hole right now. And the other bridesmaid, oh my God, like, are you an a-hole for sharing your frustrations with her? Well, if you were having a bit of a bitch behind the bride's back, that is somewhat a-hole behaviour, I guess. But it sounded like you weren't necessarily... Well, it depends what you actually said, I suppose. You know, were you just saying, oh, I'm really struggling with money, this is a really difficult situation, I wish that she hadn't done ABC, but I do understand it must be tricky, blah, 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 blah. If that's how you were behaving, then no, you're not the a-hole. If you were saying things like, oh, I can't believe this B has done this, she doesn't care about any of us, and really being nasty and negative about the bride, then yeah, I guess you were being an a-hole in sharing your frustrations. But the bride was being an absolute a-hole, and the other bridesmaid, who it sounds like was also sharing her frustrations the entire day, is being a huge a-hole for going and telling the bride everything you said. Yeah, I mean, In terms of what you said on the day, I can't say whether or not you were an a-hole without knowing exactly what you said. But from everything that you've shared in this post, I'm going to say no, you are not an a-hole. And I feel really bad that your friend isn't being understanding when you're going through such a difficult situation. And I really hope that you get it sorted. But let's see what other Redditors had to say, shall we? Super Selection 1522 said, not the a-hole, but never tell someone something you are not willing to be retold. Okay, and the OP has replied, oh, for sure, I already told her all of this anyway. Those who want to control don't like it when someone speaks up. If that's true, I don't understand why she's reacting so negatively about this. Yeah, if that's true, if you've already said all of the same things that you said to that bridesmaid on that day, to the bride, then you are definitely not an a-hole in any scenario. And the bride is even more of an a-hole. Oh, gosh, okay. Why do weddings make people crazy? Like, why do weddings just literally bring out the worst in people? Oh, touch wood, none of my friends have ever been like this when it's come to weddings, and I really hope that nothing like this becomes part of my friendship group in the future, because I could not handle it. It would stress me out so much. Anyway, so Dull Zucchini 9494, great name, said, I'm always astonished hearing about these bride wedding planning sagas and the pandemonium that ensues. Me too. This stuff never gets this crazy on the groom's side of things. I have a tuxedo from Men's Warehouse and a suit from Dillard's that I have been able to use for a dozen weddings. The suit wasn't cheap, $850 plus tailoring costs, but I've used it for weddings, job interviews, funerals and more. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that things on the groom's side do be a lot more relaxed than on the bride's side. That's just kind of, I mean, you know, women have a lot more hormones going on, so things get crazy sometimes, but the amount you girls are often expected to shell out for just one of your friends' weddings is crazy. Imagine if 2 of your friends get married in a year. It seems like the moral of these wedding stories is don't accept an invitation to be part of the bridal party if you value your friendship with the bride. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't know. I'd like to think my best friends who would actually want me to be in their bridal party aren't like this, but I hope I'm right. Anyway, the OP has replied to this one as well. Exactly, I have other weddings this year. The selfishness of people who plan weddings and expect other people to shell out hundreds or thousands of dollars and take it silently truly speaks volumes about them as people. Yes, it does. It really does. Guys, if you're getting married, don't expect your friends and family to be able to pay a huge amount of money to be a part of your wedding. Just don't expect it. I don't know. I don't even have like a lot of money. But if I was planning my own wedding, I would try and make it as cheap as possible for anybody who I wanted to be a part of my wedding. If possible, I'd pay for the bridesmaids' dresses and everything on my own, because I wouldn't want to cause trouble for my friends. I mean, again, it's fine to ask people to pay something, help out a little bit, but try and find a good bargain, guys. You can get some beautiful dresses out there really cheaply, like... I mean, I don't know, maybe not in America, but in the UK you certainly can. And online, anywhere in the world, you can get some great deals if you really hunt and search for it. And also DIY, guys, you save so much money by doing a bit of DIY, but hey-ho. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Redditor MaterialBat9367 said, not the a-hole. See if you could get refund for your dress and shoes. Sure, it is her day, but disregarding the problem of a friend going through breakup from an abusive relationship and moving speaks volumes about the bride as a friend. Also, do not put yourself in financial strain because of your friend's wedding. Hope you're fine and you deserve better, a better partner and a better friend. Yes, 100% this. She's not a good friend if she's making you go through all this when you are going through a really difficult time in your life. Whether she's planning a wedding or not, if she was a true friend, she would be there for you. In this situation, she would be caring, she would be thoughtful, and she would be understanding of your financial situation. At the end of the day, a wedding is just a day. If you are really a true friend to this woman, she would care more about your breakup from an abusive relationship and your housing troubles than making you have the perfect dress or making you do all these perfect activities. She's not a true friend, so it doesn't sound like you've lost out on anything, to be honest. It's sad and unfortunate, but you are not the a-hole, and please just brush it off and move on. You don't need her in your life. It sounds like she's just another abuser, to be honest. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this one in the comments, please. I love talking to you about your opinions on these stories. Even if you disagree with me, let me know why. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's have a discussion. I love it. Okay. What did you think of the posts we discussed today? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.